hope you're all doing terribly. I hope your day has been ruined. I hope your dog pissed on your shoes. I hope your milk made your cereal soggy. Arrgh. No, I hope you're doing okay. Alrighty. Let me just see here. Discord's good to go. Got my controller. Game's good to go. Yeah. How's everybody doing today? Good? That's good. That's good. Did anybody eat anything interesting today? Or does anybody have anything they want to share about something fun they ate today? Or what they ate for lunch or whatever? What did I eat? I ate a tuna salad sandwich and some potato salad. That's what I ate for lunch. I didn't eat breakfast. I skipped breakfast. I spent most of the day playing Punishing Gray Raven. They're doing a collab soon with DMC for like Dante and Virgil, so I've been playing some of that recently. In preparation, getting an account together so I can like play the event when it comes out. Game's not bad. Combat's pretty good. Quite a bit of content to sift through, though. The menu design is terrible, but overall not too bad, considering some other gacha games and everything. But yeah, today we're gonna be getting into more Persona 4, Pixie only, obviously. We're gonna be trying to get through the rest of the Bathhouse dungeon in a minute and level up Pixie to a decent amount. And everybody else as well to a decent amount. I should get my notes out. I have notes. Because there's levels I wanted to hit at least. So, probably won't get to the boss today. We're just gonna get to the top of the dungeon. Wouldn't want to do it right now anyway, because we're gonna want to leave the dungeon to sell all of our junk so we can get some updated equipment. Because this boss hits pretty hard, so having better armor would be a really good thing to have. Okay. Oh. There we go. Living our lives. No. We're doing that tomorrow. I gotta get Pixie to a decent level today, and we still have to finish the actual dungeon. Okay. But yeah, my day has been pretty good. Like I said, mostly just been playing video games and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I should have been doing something else, but honestly, like, I don't know. There's a few things I need to do IRL, but either they can wait or they can wait at least till tomorrow. All right, Teddy. Oh, wait. So I remade Pixie again, off stream. So she now has Bufu, Agi, Garla, and Resist Physical were the skills she inherited, and then she learned Zio and Mipatra. So I wanted either Garla or Zyanga for the upcoming boss, because that's the only thing that, those are the only two elements that all three dudes are neutral to. I had a couple of other things I could have like done with save states, but I figured that these four were good because it gives us coverage on all four main elemental types on Pixie, as well as resist physical. So and then Mitra Patra on Pixie here, as well as I think Yukiko gets Mipatra as well. Should hopefully cover its ability to inflict ailments, or at least the rage ailment on the girls. And then we'll need to buy some items for the poison and just healing and stuff, because we can buy med kits in the shop and they are actually going to heal more than any of our healing skills at this point. So because apart from Yukiko I think heals like about 50 to everybody with Medea right now, and once she gets and those med kits heal for 100 each. So anyway, I saw that. Yep, I think he's a Mets fan, if I remember seeing that right. Yep. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets, baby. Oops, that's the start. I didn't want to start from this bottom. Thankfully, Pixie's not level 2. She's level 6. Thanks to, not about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets. Let's go, Mets. Yeah. Ah, sheesh. All the steam. I can't see out of my glasses. Eh. I hit it? Nope, I didn't hit it. Dang it. Alright, where's this thing weak to? If anything. Ouch. Ouch. Pixie's endurance be like, alright, dang, I don't remember. Yeah. Okay.
Someone else's turn. Careful, Yuki-chan! Your defense is down! Couldn't quite beat it.
I can still do this.
Sensei, mind your health, okay?
Persona!
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, Medea heals for 50 or so? Yeah.
Look out, Chie-chan! Your defense is down!
So we're gonna need some better sources of healing than that. Let's try Agi. They're using ice skills, so decent chance. Nope, okay. No good.
It's not strong at all.
You say that, but we're kind of struggling here. We're kind of on the struggle train right now. Ouch.
Get up, Sensei!
Well.
Someone help!
Doot doot. Struggle bus pulling into the station, baby. Dang it. Alright. See, this is why I gotta stream this, because even just trying to clear out like dungeons and stuff is like gonna have quite a few deaths probably, or just grinding out levels. Was that Chie? Sorry. Did I see that wrong? I thought I saw Chie in the top, like Chie silhouette here. I didn't know you could get different characters on there, other than the MC. Maybe it's random. All right. Let me. Yeah, had the wrong Pixie equipped. Whoops. Hey Christian, how's it going? Maybe the silhouette changes. Yeah, I thought I saw Chie, but it was like, if I clicked through so quickly, I'd have to like either look back at the, dang it, or back at the video. Not sure. I could have just seen it wrong, but. Okay. Yeah, so overall, I'm not sure how long the stream will be. It'll be however long it is. Basically, the plan is to clear out the next couple floors of the bathhouse, run our MP dry by leveling up. Ooh, golden hand. And then should be weak to Zio.
Go, Sensei! You not.
We have our ready.
And then we're gonna leave, sell all of our junk, buy some items and stuff, and then come back into the dungeon and
Someone else's turn. Just one enemy left.
and then tomorrow we'll beat the boss, hopefully. So, what was this about a KFC cult, Jeppo? I'm sorry, I know I kind of like didn't react at first, but now I'm thinking about it. What is this about a KFC cult?
I broke a sweat.
Like, is this a funny, like, haha internet thing, or are there people dressing up like Colonel Sanders or something? Although, actually, I have seen Colonel Sanders cosplay, so that wouldn't be too surprising either. How ye be doing today?
Two enemy shadows.
Weak to wind, okay. Now I can hit that with Pixie. Oh, it's so nice having coverage on Persona, isn't it?
Sensei. That's my cue. Leave it to me.
You got it, Yosuke. All you, baby.
That's it, Yosuke. One enemy. All right. Okay. Ready or not, here we come. Two enemies. Charge through 'em. Count on you. That's it, Yosuke. One enemy down.
Face out, I hold out, I reach out to the truth.
Let's get good answer. Ready? Here we come.
Are you letting me out? Can you set me free from this? Alright, Pixie got to level 8. Nice, nice. Trifuri, I don't think we need Trifuri. We can do it over Patra, maybe. Because we already have me Patra, which is for the whole party. But we could conserve MP. Ah, who cares about... Well, escape from most battles is kind of nice, actually. Maybe we don't care about Dia. Because we're going to heal more with items than we do with Dia. And we don't have to use up MP if we use items. Yeah. Okay.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
Doesn't matter too much, I think, but there's Agilao for Yukiko, which is very nice. Yeah, I think we got to get... I want to get... So... I want to get Shie to level 24 to get Counter. Counter in this game has a 10% chance to reflect damage. So that's pretty nice, considering the next boss we're going up against uses a lot of physical attacks. So if we can get Shie and everybody else to level 24, that should be a good level, hopefully, for the upcoming boss fight. Oh my gosh, another gold hand. Gimme, 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 gimme. I want it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I need it. We really do need quite a bit of money, hopefully, for this next boss fight. Look, we do need a good amount of healing items. Or I'd prefer to have quite a few, at least. Hopefully I can keep this build of Pixie for a little while, and just, like, have her level up a bit. Since we have coverage for most elemental types here on her for right now.
You hit its weakness. Now's all right.
Okay. Nice. Very happy to get that second golden hand here. We got a good amount of keys too, so we'll have to open up any golden chests we find. Oh, speaking of. Nice. Yeah, I have 8 keys. Well, no, I have 7, but... Spark Vow. I think that's electricity dodge, right? That actually could be useful. Increases electricity damage by 20%. Okay. Not super useful right now. Could be useful for kanji later on for specific bosses or anything, but for now. Interesting that's 20% and not 25%, because 25% would make it boost. So, interesting they didn't just go with that common value. Or make it equivalent to boost. I wonder if it stacks. Probably. Right, right.
That's it, Yosuke. One enemy down. That's it, Yosuke. One
Hey, how's it going, Alex?
out of our way.
Some little fun detail with the all-out attacks in 3 and 4. If you watch the like animation and people get knocked back during the animation, you can tell that the enemies aren't about to die. It doesn't matter too much, but it's just kind of interesting.
2 enemies. That's my cue. Leave it to me.
All right, you're up, Yosuke.
3 enemies left.
Yeah, you can really see the benefits of ranking up social links for the party members there, where Yosuke is able to do stuff like that.
Good work, Sensi.
Ready?
I'm trying to think what the end game team for our party is going to be, honestly. I mean, we need somebody who has decent physical, if for no other reason than because Pixie doesn't have any physical. No. Hold on, I need to look up again what all these Arcana chance cards are. I really wish it would told you in the game. I guess the whole point is it's supposed to be a random chance thing, and you can kind of memorize them at some point. And probably at some point I will have most of them memorized, but... Or at least the ones that are worth taking. Let's see, this one is Emperor. Temporarily gains consistent player advantage. Temporarily gains consistent enemy advantage. Oh. So if I win, I automatically get advantage in the next few battles. If I lose, I automatically get a disadvantage for the next few battles. I feel like that's not worth the risk. Nice. Level 9 for Pixie. Yeah, if we could, like, let her level up for a little while, that'd be nice. And not have to remake Pixie for a little bit longer. One other thing we could do today is we could attempt the one king boss fight at the end of Yukiko's dungeon that's over there now. Okay.
It's weak. 3 enemies. Let's get through this. Pixie. Go, Sensei! You knocked him down. Nice.
Since we have resist physical and stuff.
You knocked it down.
Although we'd probably want to grab that armor first, so we'll try that, I guess, when we come back in. Let's see. Who's next? Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to think what our next move is here. I think our next move is just keeping that guy down.
Good one, Yosuke. You hit its weakness.
Couldn't quite beat it.
Yuki-chan beat an enemy.
Nice.
Keep going. Counting on you. Persona. Damn, it's not going down.
Take this!
Whoa,
Nice.
Chie-chan.
Okay. So far, so good. There's level 10 for Pixie. You know, I was thinking it would be kind of cool to like make a version of the player's like starting persona, like their mods, that has like a proper level list like everybody else does. And kind of like, I don't know, make it like electric based here for like Izanagi, or like dark physical for like Arsene or something. But then I was thinking about it, and like I don't know if I'd trust myself to be able to balance that properly. Plus, you'd have to manually change over for like some sort of like, I don't know, evolution or something. I don't know. There's like an interesting idea there for a challenge run, but I just don't know if I trust myself to be able to properly balance like that kind of thing. Like I could make a mod for it, but then like doing a challenge run of it would be like, I don't know if I'd trust myself to be able to do that. Anyway. I don't know, it's kind of an interesting idea though, if like the MC literally had like a similar level list and like proper scaling like everybody else does with their starting persona, and then like an evolution. Be very Persona 1, Persona 2.
There's only one enemy. Go. It's weak to... Persona. Go, Sensei.
I mean, you technically do have a second and third evolution for like say Joker, right? Because there's that DLC one that's like Lupin or whatever, right? Because you've Arsene Lupin, and then you have that DLC one that's kind of like similar, and then you finally have the one you, for the third evolution, you could just do the one that you see at the end of the game, right? I don't know, it'd be interesting. Be like a no fusion, no velvet room run kind of deal. We're just having a standard level list. I could probably balance it semi properly as long as I just kept an eye on like what the other party members are like, but I don't know. I just feel like I'd end up being too overexcited and like breaking the MC a bit too much. Especially if I knew I was like designing it for a challenge run. Oh gosh, right, I forgot about that part. Alright, well at least we know they're weak to wind. How do you guys feel about physical, by the way? Please don't reflect. Okay, cool. That was not bad. Let's Medea. Get a little bit of HP. Yeah, we're really gonna have to grab some of those items, because like that 50 HP is not gonna be enough to keep up with the enemy's damage output for the next boss.
Victory!
Okay. Let's go upstairs then. Nope. Oh, this is composition again.
Three enemies! Careful! Throw down! Persona!
Got one of them at least.
One enemy down!
Oh my gosh. I missed that same dude twice. What are the odds of that, eh?
Enemies left!
Alright.
Persona!
Nice crit.
Go!
Yeah, John! That's one!
Yikes. That's tough. Persona!
Two enemies left! Pixie! Go, Sensei! You knocked it!
It'll be fun if we can get to the point where Pixie's doing good amounts of damage somehow. Like in the late game or something. That's always fun. Seeing Pixie like go from like struggling and stuff to all the way to like being uber powerful. Gosh, I gotta say, I do generally enjoy a lot of the dungeon music in Persona 4, but I feel like I've heard so much of it sometimes that I want to drill my ears out sometimes. Like, between all, like, 3 or 4 playthroughs I've done of this game, at this point, it's like, some of them I've heard so much just because I've spent so long in the dungeons. I feel like this is one of them. Oh, hey, that's way better than what she is wearing. Oh, well, it's got a higher attack value. Much higher attack value, but it hits way less often. Gorgeous shoes covered with gold leaf. Alright. Honestly, I kind of could value the consistency of being able to hit more with your normal attacks. They're not exactly going to do a lot of damage one way or another anyway, so... Because, like, going from, like, a 95% chance to hit to a 7% chance to hit, which is pretty massive, honestly. Even if it does have a good amount more damage. I think I can get rid of that with Patra. Ah.
Yuki-chan seriously out to lunch.
Alright, what do we got going on?
Use ice. You can win with your eyes closed.
Sure thing, Teddy. Yeah, should I try that? Should I close my eyes and try and pick random skills and see how long it takes me to die?
That's some thick skin.
Nope.
Sensei? Sensei?
Looks like I could have closed my eyes and it wouldn't have mattered one way or another. Dang it. Okay. Ah, we're doing pretty good there, too. Oh, well. Yep. Just gotta try and remember weaknesses and stuff as we climb back up, pretty much. Do you guys like the Persona 4 or Persona 4 Golden main menu more? I think I like the original Persona 4 one more. It's more dynamic. The Persona 4 Golden one has more of a TV channel kind of vibe going on with it, where you like pick like your options and stuff. Which isn't bad, but like I like the original a bit more. Like I said, it's more dynamic. I do wonder how they're doing the layering thing, I guess, for the main screen. I'm guessing it's just like they have the actual model of the like main character or whatever doing his basic running animation, and I guess they're like erasing the upper layers wherever it like the model is. I don't know if I can explain it correctly. I guess green screening out wherever the model is, if that makes more sense.
There's one enemy. Electric.
Oh, sorry, wrong Pixie equipped. Okay, now we have the right Pixie equipped. Well, maybe for some people it is.
Sensei, you knocked it.
Let's go, partner.
People said that did similar things with Persona 5.
You hit its weakness. Smart move, Sensei.
Counting on you. Damn, it's not going down.
Much to the chagrin of the SMT players. But it might be one of the bigger ones that's come out since Persona 5 itself, one that's reached out a bit more into the mainstream than some of the other ones. Partially because of who made it, and partially because it seems to be a good quality game. Ah. Ooh, that's a bigger group than usual. Okay.
Discouraged.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Big group, big group. Alright, well, more XP for us. As long as Yosuke doesn't miss too much.
Woo, good work, Yosuke.
Someone else's turn.
You hit its weakness.
Ah, shoot. Oh, that's not the worst thing she could have done, I guess.
That's one.
How do we want to do this? Just throw your thing at... Yeah. Do I want to heal Chie, or do I want to... Yeah, let's go do that in a minute.
Thanks. 4 enemies. You gotta hang in there.
Counting on you. Persona.
Yosuke pounded an enemy.
Alright, some of these dudes are going to get back up, but... Should be fine.
It got back up.
Hurry up and beat it! Alright. That wasn't too bad, considering Pixie hasn't leveled up too much yet. Okay. And then Rampage.
Take this.
But yeah, no, it is kind of frustrating. It was kind of like that with Metaphor, where because I had so much context of Atlas's other RPGs, I could see like a lot of flaws that I feel like a lot of people overlooked or didn't notice. Because I had the context of having played a lot of RPGs, and especially Atlas RPGs over the last few years, right? So I knew how good they can do certain systems, and because I had played other systems, like for example, like with a job system, I knew the job system could be better.
I leveled up.
But, you know, it is what it is. I'm sure that if I went and played, like, I don't know, what would it be? Like a new racing game. Like if I played a new, like, mainline Forza game or something, like, all the car, and I noticed, like, basic features, like, the Forza people would be like, yeah, that's been in the game since, like, 2010, you know? It's not a bad thing to have a bunch of new people get into a genre or something. But I understand why it could be kind of frustrating to see people act like...
That's it, Yosuke.
Well, I think you could say that about any genre, right? Most people don't play any particular genre. Like... the hobby is wide enough that, like, you could say that about any genre pretty much.
Reinforcements. This enemy's
Oh, the MC experience, finally. I get to knock down this, and then also knock down the other thing. Oh, yeah, you can go and knock that down, Yosuke. That's fine.
That's it, Yosuke.
Because, like, not most people don't play FPS games. Most people don't play racing games. Most people don't play farming sims. Most people don't play, I don't know, TRPGs. Like, there's all kinds of games that people don't, most people don't play just because there's so many people. It depends. Maybe they're thinking of Pokemon. Because, you know, Pokemon is the most profitable franchise ever, so maybe when they think JRPGs, that's what they're thinking of. And that's the one of the JRPGs that most people played, if they have played a JRPG growing up or whatever, right?
I smell 3 enemies. Don't get careless. Persona! 3 enemies down. Good. All right. What? Wait, what? Okay.
I don't know. It would depend on the specific person
Someone else's turn.
and like what things they did and which games they've been exposed to and stuff.
Persona. Good work, Sensei. That's one.
I think
so far.
the biggest excuse is, and it's not even an excuse, it's just a good reason, is that they're so darn long. I'm putting like 100, 120 hours into these games for like a playthrough, right? Like, and granted, most people won't put that much into it, but even like 60 hours, like, think how many times you could like play Call of Duty over and over if you really wanted to in like 60 hours. Oh, what is death in this game? Death. Oh, either everybody's HP becomes 1 and everybody's SP is recovered, or everybody's SP becomes 1 and like the entire dungeon is ejected. We like a little gambling. Let's do a little bit of gambling, shall we? If it goes poorly, I can always reload the save. I'm reloading the save. Fair enough. There's a lot of information that goes on. Yeah. Yeah, when I play these on stream, I'll often hit the 100-hour mark very easily, Alex. Like, what was it? Like, here. Oh, sorry. I forgot. Shift tab. I hit shift tab. Apparently that's a hotkey on the emulator, but I just Steam, you know. That's like what you usually press for Steam. I was gonna look at my playtime for like some of the Persona games, right? Although some of them I have done multiple playthroughs of. Yeah, well, there's like a lot of numbers going on. Like, it can be very overwhelming when there's that much going on. No, don't update this game right now. I don't need... Okay, it already finished, so it wasn't that big. It was like 17 megabytes. All right. Okay, I'll look here. What were we saying? Oh, right. Persona. For Persona 3 Portable, which I've only played through once, 97 hours. Persona 3 Reload, which I played through New Game Plus and Aegis, so 283 hours. Persona 4 Arena, I guess that's not an RPG. That one was about 60 hours. Persona 5 Strikers took me about 89 hours to 100%. So got a little bit into New Game Plus, but not super far. It's not a turn-based game. Persona 5 Tactica, 66 hours. Didn't 100% that one. Would not overall recommend it though. Yeah, it's probably a fairly light turn-based RPG, but you know, I mean, there are some people who swear up and down they'll never play Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories because it's got cards in it. Even though I quite enjoy it, but I don't, you know, fault people for not wanting to get into those. Nocturne, my playthrough of Nocturne took 108 hours. That's with getting one ending, reloading a save, and getting the true demon ending. Vengeance was 173 hours to do 2 playthroughs, one for creation and one for canon of vengeance. So yeah, those are all like, for the most part, around the 100-hour mark. So yeah, game be long. Certainly not short, so I don't blame people for that on that front, right? But I think just the time commitment is like more than anything, right? The biggest thing. Spending that long on a game, even if you enjoy it, it can be quite a challenge. Like, if you wanted to play through the entirety, no. If you wanted to play through the entirety of, say,
5 enemies. Take them out one by one. Let's do this, Jiraiya.
Persona 5, right? And you were gonna spend 60 or 70 hours on it.
You ready?
And you had 2 hours a night to play, 3 days a week. So you're playing, what, 6 hours? I forget that they don't take much damage from all attacks. They're playing 6 hours a week. It'd take you about 10 weeks. So that'd be like, what, 2.5 months? Take you 2.5 months to play through Persona 5, just casually.
Chia-chan's in danger. Heal her. Amazing, Sensei. Keep it up. Chia-chan's really hurting. Heal her. Way to go. Now's we're not gonna. A waste.
Like, part of the reason I have time for this is I am literally unemployed, which I might not be forever. By the way, I am once again trying to get a job. We'll see how that goes. I'm once again submitting my application to what may or may not be just an AI, so we'll see how it goes.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
I'm trying to remind myself not to get a dopamine hit from seeing the same level ups that we've already seen like 2 times now at this point, thanks to various BS. So it's like, oh boy, Yukiko's level 21. Yeah, she was level 21 like 20 minutes ago for the first time. Dang it. Purple prayer.
Hang in there. Throw down. That's it, Yosuke. One enemy down. Persona. That's it, Yosuke. One enemy. Let's go, partner. If you say so.
Oh, with Cesium, make sure they can't. Yeah, they can't summon. At least we stopped one from summoning. Oh, okay, Mazio.
Don't give up, Yosuke.
Ouch. Really going in on Yosuke there. Wonder if the AI knows if somebody has something they're weak to or not. Nice. Got a crit on the one that was down at least. Go ahead and heal everybody a sec, Yukiko. Yeah, 54, man. It's not enough. It's really not enough. Especially in combat. Oh my gosh.
Sensei, you knocked it.
We have our chance. Are you ready?
No, we won't do as much damage because Yoshi is knocked down. It'd be better just to dizzy it and hit it again.
Damn it! Who do they
Da,
think
da,
they
da,
are?
Oh, shuffle time. Take the yellow gore, I guess. Not gonna really do anything with it besides fuse it away, but you know, it's a thought that counts. You ever get like a present from like a grandparent or something, and it's like that was the day you learned that it's the thought that counts from your parents? It's like,
I smell
even if you don't like it, you should at least say thank you.
3 enemies down. Go. Let's go, partner.
No, they take like no damage from all attacks. Not making that same mistake again.
That's some thick skin.
So who's next in line for a stomping?
Oh shoot. No! And enemy advantage. Please don't be a big group. Okay, that's not too bad. We'll see though. Oh shoot. That would have killed me? Oh my gosh. Oh! Yukiko, no! Oh shoot. That's not good. Poor Yukiko, god. Oh, we would have had another death without her.
Right. What? If you say so. Persona. Someone else's turn.
Alright, do people auto revive after a battle? I can't remember if that's a thing in this game. It wasn't a thing in Persona 3, like the original Persona 3. Like you could literally see their like body like on the floor, and like I think Mitsuru would like yell at you if you tried to leave without them to the next floor. You could still leave without them, but you get yelled at. No, I'm not gambling with that. It's not worth the risk. Pixie leveled up to level 10. Okay. Am I still seeing an endurance of 2 on Pixie? No wonder I took like 100 some damage. Oh my gosh. Pixie, please allocate your stats better. Look at this. An endurance of 2 still. Please allocate your stats more evenly, or at least like put some into endurance. Poor Yukiko had to push us out of the way and died because Pixie can't allocate any more stats and endurance besides 2. Anyway. Sorry, Yukiko. Oh my gosh. Alright, what was the piece of equipment we got? Was it a female piece of equipment? It was. Steel Piner? Oh, plus 20 max SP. Durability keeps it in brand new condition. Higher evasion, lower defense. What does our charm robe give us? Plus 1 magic. That's not bad. But we don't really need it for Chie. Yeah, I think the evasion and defense kind of even out, so. Hey, Jason. In reload, you can send a teammate to the next floor to loot it and try to leave Tartarus. Rude. Yeah. Did you guys ever end up using the like split up or like send people off to do something in P3R? I almost never used it, so it was just like an extra text box of like skipping through, like saying no to everybody, because I never really wanted people to be apart, because I didn't want to. Well, for the most part, I didn't. I think there were a couple times I did, but I didn't want people to be apart because I wanted to be able to take on like doors or whatever, like the Monad doors.
2 enemies! Charge through them! Throw down! That's some thick skin.
Nice.
Woohoo! Cheer,
One
John.
down.
That's one.
So so persistent.
That should do it.
Yeah. Well, I also don't like split my party up in the original Persona 3 Fez either. It just causes way too many headaches. Even though you can send them to like scout for chests and stuff. Actually, there's like a whole set of like kind of like mechanics where they can update their own armor based off of what they find in the dungeon. Like if they get money from opening up chests, they will automatically update their own equipment. One of those things where like they're trying to make the party members and Persona 3 feel like their own individuals, but in the end I really don't end up doing that. I'd rather manage their armor and stuff myself. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff in P3 where they tried to make all the party members feel like their own people, where there's like, you know, the AI control by default, or that kind of mechanic, or just in general, right? They wanted everybody to, like, they wanted the MC to be the only one you truly controlled. And I see the vision. I just don't know if it worked out properly, to be honest with you. I get the vision, I just don't know if it works, really. I don't know, I'd personally rather just, like, be able to actually control what my party is doing, for the most part. Call me a control freak, I guess, but especially when it's a game that's a bit harder, like Persona 3, I like to be in control of winning and losing, you know? Like, for the most part, like, I feel like the Persona games, if you're losing in the Persona games, it's because you did something wrong at some point along the way. SMT can be a bit more variable. Usually it's your fault. Sometimes you get just really bad RNG. And with the press turn system, you know, crits can stack up and stuff, but hey, nice, level 23 for the MC. Pixie level 11, finally put another stat into endurance. Very nice, very nice.
All right, I leveled up.
This is the hard version of the original game, so they might have shuffled around enemies placements in Golden. I think it's mostly the same enemies from in Golden, but could be wrong. I'm very appreciative of the fact that could be very wrong.
I smell 2 enemies. Beat them up. Throw down. Persona.
Nice, nice.
Don't get 1 enemy down. Someone else's turn.
Way to go, Yosuke.
Sensei, your defense is down.
Take this.
Yeah, missing an SMT is very different than Persona. In Persona, you don't get the damage. In SMT, not only do you not get the damage, you also get less turns and, oh, shoot. Oh, no, we didn't get any XP or anything. Shoot. Yeah, that's a penalty card. I think that's the first time I've drawn one, actually. Dang it. Oh, well. All risk, no reward when you draw the penalty card. Shame on that. Oh, well. That's why you're not supposed to go for the shove time every time, but...
Don't get discouraged. Throw down. 3 enemies down. Woo. Good work, Yosuke. Someone else's turn. Good one, Yosuke. You hit its weakness.
Especially if you're playing SMT4, because the enemy dodges, then... Or you miss an attack, then the enemy could smirk. And then you're really in a pickle.
So persistent.
Good work, Sensei. That's 1 so far.
Okay. Try not to lose out on all our rewards here this time. Is this the first time we're going to be able to get to the 9th floor? Genuinely, I can't remember if we've ever gotten to the 9th floor. I think we might have actually gotten to the 9th floor. Gotta watch out for these dudes, though. These dudes are a pain. I don't know if I've ever tried fire on them. And everybody else can try everything else on them, so... Okay.
3 enemies left.
Yeah, this guy's getting pretty low on SP. Thought things are weak to wind here,
Someone
so...
else's turn.
Take this!
At least we have the Pixie build with,
Persona!
Oh, right, fire is on Yukiko. My bad. So I guess the only thing that other people don't have is, Zio.
It's really hurting. Heal her. Counting on you. Yosuke pounded an enemy.
Ah, dang it!
Sensei! Sensei, get up!
Ah. Me and my big mouth. Oh, we're almost gonna get to the 9th floor. We're doing great. Yeah. Well, at least this time maybe Pixie won't put all of her stats in, like, maybe she'll put some more stats into her endurance this time. I love beating my head against a brick wall, don't you? All right. No, it's fun. It's so much fun. It's so much fun, guys.
I smell
You don't even feel it after a while.
careless.
Genuinely, I don't care. Like, it's annoying to waste the time, but I don't care. Whatever. I will win eventually. By hook or by crook, I will
3 enemies left.
bring this game to its knees eventually. Brr.
Counting on you. Persona. Yuki-chan, this doesn't look
Gotta drink something.
good. Sensei, your defense is down.
I'm not drinking alcohol. Gotta drink something.
Take this! I won't lose. It's over.
Yuki-chan, beat
Okay,
an
2
enemy.
left.
Keep going.
Let's see if we can kill one of them. Yeah.
Soda. Good work, Sensei. That's 1 so far. Throw down.
Should kill this one. Nice. Hey, Jack Frost. Oh, what do we got? Temperance. What is temperance again? Let's take a look at temperance. You will earn more money from battle for a while, or you earn less battle for money for a while. Ah, let's go gambling. Let's see if we're gonna get more or less money. We're gonna get more money. Cool. Be good if we could see some golden hands. You know what? I actually am kind of miffed about the fact that, like, we got 2 golden hands on that first attempt to get in the upper floors. I should have run back and saved or something, man. Like 2 golden hands back to back. Oh, look! Look, Yukiko made it to level 21. That's never happened before. All right. Do 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 do. Yeah, remember what I said like 20 minutes ago about the drill?
Three enemies. Careful.
All right.
Counting on you. Persona.
At least CSK has more HP now.
Two enemies down.
That's one less thing to worry about.
Persona. Someone else's turn.
But no, yeah.
Its weakness.
Gosh, I can't imagine how many times I'm gonna die if I actually do DMC5
All right, only 2.
Dante Must Die difficulty.
Give it up.
Gosh, that honestly, like, that would suck. Like, if you died over and over again and you could remember it, I think like most people would like break after a little bit just from the pain of like dying over and over again. Honestly, I think so. Lovers, powerful shadows have disappeared from the area. No, we don't want that. I don't even know if that's like a benefit, honestly. You'd almost want more powerful shadows in some cases. At least in Golden, I remember hunting down powerful shadows while grinding off stream to like get more bonuses, but did I get it or did it get me? I don't know. I can't tell.
Enemies. Beat them up. Counting on you.
Not really that. There's Persona challenges.
Yosuke, one enemy down.
DMC5 or ReZero?
That's it, Yosuke. One enemy. Now's our chance. We're not gonna. Oh,
But I think
waste.
DMC5 will be harder.
Counting on you.
Or at least I'll die more times.
Someone else's
Good one,
turn.
Yosuke.
You hit its weakness.
Maybe it's just because I'm better at RPGs and those kind of games, but personally I think that the DMC5 thing is going to be more difficult.
Fix it.
Persona.
Woohoo! Cheer, John. That's one. Pixie. Go, Sensei! You knocked it.
Let's attack. You are the leader.
Persona.
It's fine. We're fine. But no, I think Dante Must Die difficulty for DMC5 will be fairly difficult. I'll be able to do it eventually, but DMC5 is relatively easy compared to DMC3, yeah. If it was DMC3, I'd be like, maybe I'll approach that at some point, or DMC1 or something. It's like funny how you can kind of skip every other DMC game and not miss out on too much. DMC1, yay! DMC2, ooh! DMC3, yay! DMC4, ooh! Well, DMC4 is not bad. It's just like a little unpolished. DMC5, yay! No, but like they're all good. Well, 4 is debatable. 4 is a bit more, eh. I like how there's like a complete campaign playing as like that one girl that's only in DMC2. And like,
No waste.
no, she's not only in DMC2, sorry. But like,
It's not
I
going
never
down.
really want to do that because I don't want to do a whole nother playthrough of DMC2 as her. Is there actually a character that's only playable in DMC2? I'm trying to remember.
In line for a stomping.
I think one of the girls is, right? The one that has the bazooka originally. I think she's only playable in 2, if I remember correctly. It's too bad the only real good thing that came out of the mobile game is that one song.
A rare monster.
Or like the new music for it, I guess.
Persona. Go, Sensei! You knocked.
All right, guys.
Didn't have high expectations, but it didn't, they certainly weren't met.
This is it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
One enemy. Fight, fight, fight.
Yeah, DMC5 is a lot of fun.
Skin.
Oh, another golden hand. Should I go and like save for once? Yeah, I think we go.
Try a monster. Beat the stuffing out of it.
I think I'm gonna go and save after this for once. It'll be worth using a go home on. It'll be economical enough for that.
Persona! Someone finish it off!
One enemy. Fight, fight, fight.
So persistent.
You hit its weakness.
Honestly, I'm way better with Virgil and like Nero than Dante. Dante's like moveset is just has so much variety and like flexibility in it. It's like almost too much for me to handle, really. Yeah, I always enjoy fighting humanoid enemies in those types of games more than like random giant dudes or whatever, or monsters. Don't know why. It's the same way in Kingdom Hearts. Dang it. I gotta use go home after this and like go save. Maybe if we could get to the next floor, that'd be nice. Nice, 2 misses.
Someone heal him. Throw down.
Pixie and her 3 endurance.
All enemies down. Good. Now wait, what? Okay. Persona. It's not going down. Sensei, find your health, okay?
I guess we could get another refill from the fox, but unless we I don't know. I feel like it's probably not worth it, to be honest. And not until he ranks up some more. I don't think I have that persona. I'm gonna grab that one. Yeah. Z high. Yeah. Oh, fortune. What is fortune? Fortune. Oh, permanently increase one persona's luck or decrease it by 1. Sure. Come on, Pixie, get something good for yourself for once. Nope, Senri. All right, great. Great. Yep. Persona we're never gonna use. Enemies like Behemoth simply have 2 chaotic animations. I can't see their hitboxes.
Amazing, Sensei.
Yeah, I somewhat agree with you there. It's funny because when you said Behemoth, I was thinking of the Behemoth from Kingdom Hearts 1, and then I had to like rethink. Oh right, DMZ5 Behemoth. Yeah, I don't know. I always find that like fighting an enemy who has a similar skill set or something like that is a lot more fun than fighting a giant like monster a lot of the time. Maybe that's why Monster Hunter doesn't really appeal to me as much. That and the grinding aspect of it, which you would think I'd be fine with grinding, but I don't know, something about the grinding for Monster Hunter just doesn't seem too appealing to me. All right. Let me use the go home a minute and save, so that way... Oh, I only have 1 go home left. Shoot! I can't use it, because if I use it now, then we have no way of... No, wait, we do, actually. There's a, well, I only have 1 go home left. Is now the right time to use it? Is the question, right? I don't know. Maybe we just try and get to the 11th floor and, like, ignore, like, a random treasure chest or something so we can at least save. Alright, one thing at a time. These stupid hands. Decent amount of damage now, at least. Now that Pixie's starting to level up again, she's getting there.
That's some thick skin. 3 enemies. Let's get through this.
Take this!
Oh my gosh. All right.
Quite beat it. It's over.
See if we can finish off that one at least. Nice. Finished off 2. And it used Aguilar right into Yukiko. That went pretty well. Okay. There we go.
I leveled up.
Nice. Level 23 for Chie. Again, if we can get her and Yukiko up to level 24, I think we'll be ready to fight that boss. At least in terms of levels. Did you hear about the reboot remaster of Ninja Gaiden 2? Seems like a good opportunity for PC players. I haven't actually heard about that, no. I should remember to make a good healing persona for the MC. It's a shame that Pixie's a healing persona, not like an electricity persona or something, because I don't really need her to be a good healing persona, because like that's one of the things where I can like use another persona's healing abilities outside of battle, even without equipping a different persona besides Pixie. So I can always make like something with Salvation and Spellmaster, and then just use that for outside of battle healing for the MC at some point. Dang, that's unfortunate. Okay.
3 enemies left.
I think one of the only Ninja Gaiden games I've played is the one on the DS, so.
It's over.
And even that was only a little bit.
So persistent.
Oh, shoot.
That was beautiful.
Oh!
Yosuke's hurt.
Yosuke, no! Oh, thank goodness Chie dodged that. Oh my gosh. This is not going great. I mean, we'll probably win this turn, so it'll be fine, but man.
That's one so far.
That was easy.
Sure, Chie, okay. At least Pixie leveled up. At least there's that. Okay. Let's heal Yosuke a minute and everybody else a little bit. Okay. Might have that. What do I have it sitting over on the shelf. I have one of the Ninja Gaiden games for the original Xbox. Can't remember which one it is though. Might be the first one or something. Might be fun to play on stream at some point. Or just in general. I don't remember what Grey Beetle's weak to. I think I died to this group last time I saw them, so.
It's not going down.
No, I have to keep Pixie equipped. Dang it.
Help someone!
No. Yeah, because the point is having Pixie equipped the whole time, so.
Let's get through this.
Alright, I guess we'll see if they're weak to Zio? I don't know, man. Oh, shoot. Okay. Mabufu? Ouch.
It's not.
See if we can kill off that one over there. Dang it.
Going down.
Oh, it covered a fire resistance. Does that mean it's weak to fire? It is.
That's one so far.
What about you, Beetle? How do you feel about fire? No, you're fine. Okay. All right, Rampage. Oh, one more left.
That's one. Throw down. Damn, it's not going down.
Oh.
Chie-chan, that was
Okay,
beautiful.
we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Ah,
It's
it's
not
still.
strong, but electricity's no good.
This is not good. Okay. Just go ahead and guard, I guess, with the MC, and then
Fight, fight, fight.
assault dive.
Persona. Someone finish it off.
Counting on you. Persona.
Whew. Okay. Level 23 for Yosuke. Got Tentrafu. Can't use it on the boss though, unfortunately. All right, heal everybody with Yukiko again a minute. Yeah, well, I'm at least looking up bosses and like mid bosses on the wiki. I don't know. At least for random enemies, I'm probably not gonna end up looking up their weaknesses if I don't have to, but especially since the wiki might be slightly off, because I'm playing on hard difficulty, which shuffles around the or like messes with resistances and stuff.
Ambushed by 3 enemies. Don't cry.
And Yukiko's
John's
dead.
hurt. Hurry and heal her.
Oh, okay.
Throw down. Persona. Damn, it's not going down. Yosuke's hurt.
Oh gosh. This is not going good. Oh, that was the one that was
Let's get through this.
resistant. Gosh dang it. Rampage, I guess? I don't know. Oh, please.
Someone finish it off.
Please, no.
No. John's in danger.
Okay, so you know what we're doing? As we're gonna use Trafuri, which I never thought I'd actually be using, but goodness gracious, we need it right now. Oh. Please, we're on like floor 10. We have like one more set of stairs. No, we're at floor 9, dang it. Okay, whatever. Well, we're close. We're close. I don't want to all the way back now, but yeah, I'm doing some decent strategizing for like mid bosses and final bosses of dungeons. So okay, this is the last actual floor. If we see the stairs, we should just grab them so we can get the save. Kanji not far from here. Yeah, he is the next floor up. This is the last actual floor. See if I can get the jump on this dude. If I wait for him to turn around a minute. Come on, stupid floating balls. How can you see me from behind? Oh, I hate that. At least I got the hit. Oh gosh, it's easy.
Careful.
At least Yukiko didn't die in the first 5 seconds this time. Okay. All right. Jeez. Defend. And there's Yukiko. She died in the first 10 seconds. My bad.
Persona.
No, come on. Should autosave on every darn floor. Try not to use save states. All right, we need to actually get people back up a minute. I didn't want to use revival items, but we need to. Oh, you know what we can do actually is
That's it, Yosuke. One enemy down.
how's it going, Moon?
It got back up. Hurry, speed it. Go, Sensei!
You're
You
doing
knocked
well.
it down. Good work, Sensei. That's one so far.
What do you mean? Not sure what you mean. No!
Yuki-chan's hurt. Hurry and heal her.
MC has 13 health left. Aw, fudge. Yeah, we're trying. Oh Lord, I'm trying. All right. SP item time, I guess. I like how the text is so long in the bottom left that like even the game is like, we can't go much farther than this. You better not have any more floors because like we have no more room for text in the like location thing at the bottom left. Nope. I'm running away. You can't get through doors. Oh, you can't get through that door. Okay. Okay, despawned. I mean, run through floors avoiding enemies by running out. Yeah, but that's like pretty risky. Because like if an enemy grabs you, they're gonna probably get the advantage if you're trying to just run by them. Oh gosh, these dudes again!
Careful!
Screw off! I hate you! I hate you! Anakin, insert Anakin meme here. I hate you! Just as he like on fire burning.
Chia-chan's in danger! Heal her!
So, do you guys think that Yukiko will actually get a turn this time?
Go, Sensei!
Against the enemies? No.
Yeah, okay.
The enemies that are weak to fire?
Persona! Go, Sensei! That's how it's done!
Oh, screw you guys.
Sensei, you knock-
Okay. Give it up.
And that's that. Alright. Pixie leveled up. Bit more luck, bit more strength.
I leveled up.
No. Oh, good. You should increase your endurance while you're at it. I know I'm not one to talk with Pixie and everything, but man. Okay.
Oh, my health seriously.
You don't say. Yukiko. Thank you. Oh, there's the floor. Stairs. Okay. We'll go back down for... There's probably a chest over there. Let me save a minute. Alright, and then we'll go until our SP runs out, I think. For leveling up. We're trying to get to level 24 for Chie and Yukiko, hopefully. Chie is already level 23. I think Yukiko just got to level 24, right? Yeah, or she just got to level 22, so I guess getting her to 24 isn't necessary, but it'd be good. We at least want to get Chie to level 24 so she can get counter. So there's that. Let's grab the chest that's probably over here. I don't remember what save slot I saved to. Whatever. It's probably fine. Not like I need to worry about that. As long as I save, right? As long as I don't have to do that all over again. We didn't try Zeo or Ice on most of these guys. Let's just go ahead and Sonic Punch. Oh, nice crit.
Amazing, Yasuko.
Ah, unfortunate.
Not you.
Oh, shoot. Oh!
Yuki-chan's hurt! Hurry!
Yukiko, once again, does not get to do anything.
Amazing, Sensei! Keep it up!
But now, at least if we die, we don't have to, like, redo the whole thing.
3 enemies left! Whoa, Chie-chan! That looked like it hurt!
Take this. Yikes. It's tough.
Damn it! Who do they think they are?
I think Yukiko doesn't have good armor on. What's my social link progress? Yosuke is at like rank 7. I think she is at like rank 2. Yukiko's at rank 1. Here we go. Yosuke's at 7. Yukiko's 1. Dojima's at 3. Chie's at 2. Nanako's at 1. Fox is at 2. Strength and Sun. Strength is at 1. Sun is at 2.
Hey, I'm pretty tired.
Stop complaining and heal yourself. Alright. We at least have to get Chie to level 24. Oh gosh, tables. These are Bufu, right? Oh, we have not fought these guys actually. Okay. I assume they're weak to ice, but we'll see, I guess. They're buffing themselves.
Careful, Yuki-chan! Your defense is down!
Yep, there it is.
Sensei!
You're doing
Knock
well.
it down! Go, Sensei! Huh? Is it my... Watch me!
No, not really. Mostly just the party members, because the party members get active benefits in battle if you rank up their social links. That and the Yosuke is the magician arcana, which is what Pixie is. So the more we rank up that, the more we get levels on Pixie whenever she gets remade. So I looked and there wasn't really too many like social links that were essential to complete, really. The Fox is also another one that has a direct impact on, like, you know, being able to get stuff done in the dungeon, which is nice. And we'll want to make sure we get through his stuff. But mostly just the party member social links. For example, I've come to the unfortunate conclusion that both Dojima and Nanako aren't really super important to finish this challenge. Neither of their ultimate personas really give skills I really want, and neither of their arcanas have a bunch of personas I want either. And to rank them up, you have to keep raising, like, what is it? Expression, which the only reason to raise expression is to rank up those 2 social links, which are fairly important and are fun social links, but like for the purposes of this challenge, I'd rather focus on raising other stats first. If I can get that ranked up eventually, fine, but like it's not, they're not going to provide too much to the playthrough, even if I do max both of them out. So the other stat, for example, that we don't have to worry about too much in this is diligence. Once we get diligence to rank 3, there's nothing else that having a higher rank of a diligence unlocks. Rank 4 and rank 5 is useful for fishing, but apart from that, it's not really used for anything. We need max courage and knowledge to hang out with Naoto, so we'll have to do that. And I think max understanding is required for like the tutor job or something. I think max understanding is required for something, but or rank 3 understanding. Can you tell me about some tricky S links? For golden version race is the only one you need. Yeah, pretty much. Because I go to the hospital only to start double arcana. I knew about watching anime. Let's see. Well, there's the tutor one, which, like I said, requires max understanding. The dojimas will eventually require max expression. Like they keep leapfrogging each other and will require higher and higher ranks of expression to get through them. And they're only available on certain nights because, and they're some of the only nighttime social links. But like, for example, Nanako is only available when it's just Nanako there, and Dojima is only available when he's home.
Show them your stuff.
What about fishing and bug catching? I don't think bug catching is a thing in this game, actually. In this version of the game, I should say. I'm not entirely sure about that, but you can't walk over by the shrine. Fishing it will be somewhat important because there's some decent stuff we can get from fishing, but I don't think bug catching is actually a thing in this version of the game. I could be wrong, but
That was cool, Yosuke.
I think there might be a different way to get bait in this game.
Good work, Sensei. That's one so far. It's...
But yeah, fishing would be useful, but I haven't looked too much into it. Like, I haven't looked into the nitty-gritty of the items. But yeah, we'll probably do some fishing for various items at some point. If nothing else, because we don't have vegetables, some of the fish are pretty good, like SP or HP restoring items.
Yuki-chan beat an enemy. Keep going.
So there's that at least.
It's not strong. Just one enemy left. Damn, it's not going down.
Nice.
It's down.
All right, okay. This is it.
But yeah, I was surprised to see that. I don't think bug catching is a thing in this version of the game. Or at least you can't, like, freely walk in over by the,
This is too much. I can't go on like this.
over by the shrine. Like, it's modeled and everything. It's the same, like, area as where you would hang out with the, fox and stuff usually in this game. But you just can't, like, freely walk in there. You can only go in there to, like, talk to the fox. At least for right now.
3 enemies, but they're too slow.
Okay. Alright.
Go, Sensei! That's how it's done. Go, Sensei! That's my cue. Here goes. That's it, Yosuke. One enemy. Good answer.
Nice. Level 24 for the MC. And for TA. That's counter. Okay. How close is Yukiko to leveling up to 23? Just for stats and max health, if nothing else. Pretty close. Alright. Well, we gotta go up and save anyway. So let's go up and save. Keep and refresh the enemies on this floor. Getting there. Yeah, I think we'll head back and like sell all of our junk here pretty soon. Buy some new armor. Probably won't like hang out with anyone. Probably wait to try the Yukiko boss until the next in-game day. But we could try that today. Be a good way to wrap up today's stream if we could do that. Could always get a full refill at the Fox, if we can. Or just heal a little bit with Yukiko or something. Yeah. It's really surprising how much golden is added, really. Like, there's a bunch of, like, introductions to the social links that you see for, like, school and stuff along your walk to school. But yeah, how much do you plan? Not too much more here. I think we're pretty good. Like I said, I wanted to get level 24 for Chie so she could get counter, so she could reflect back some of the physical attacks from Shadow Kanji and his dudes. But if we could do a little bit more here, I'd be pretty happy with that. If we could get like another level on Yukiko before we leave, that'd be nice. Get her up to level 23 here. Honestly, level 22 is recommended on the wiki for this boss, although the wiki also says this boss is like one of the hardest in the game due to the buffing and high damage output, the buffing of Nice Guy and the high damage output. Not to mention that one of the guys absorbs physical and the other resists physical. Shadow Kanji himself is neutral to it, but yeah. Definitely one of the more difficult boss fights seems to be. I think I've prepared fairly well, and I think if we get some... If I hopefully have enough money here, I guess we may have to reload, but honestly, even if we don't have quite as much money as I'd like, it really wouldn't change much, because getting a refill at the Fox isn't worthwhile at this point. Maybe if he was a couple of ranks higher, it'd be worthwhile, but I don't think we can make enough money to justify hitting up the Fox. But the Fox is still useful for like progressing through the dungeon at the very least. So at some point it'll become cost efficient to, like, you know, talk to the Fox, beat up a bunch of enemies with physical, talk to the Fox again, and that'll be self-sufficient enough. But for now, I don't think it is. Yeah. We honestly could probably grind for like another 2 hours if we really wanted to, but... I guess you could technically say the Risei boss, because that's a fixed boss fight where you just have to last a certain amount of turns. So... Yes, Nash?
That's some thick skin.
Yeah, what would be the hard or the easiest Persona 4 boss besides maybe the Risei one? Because, you know, it's kind of a gimme.
Everyone's health is way too low. Sensei, mind your health, okay?
Let me think. The easiest boss in Persona 4. Which one am I not expecting any problems with?
Good move, Chie-chan. That's 2.
Jeez.
I broke a sweat.
Oh, nice. Jiraiya leveled up. For, do. But you gotta survive a Teddy Shadow boss right after Risei, yeah. Fair enough. But like Risei, the Risei boss itself is like fairly easy, because all you have to do is defend and like survive a certain amount of turns. But outside of that, I'm trying to think. So maybe actually the delivery guy boss fight. Sorry, I'm blanking on his name right now. But like his might actually be one of the easier ones, because by that point in the game, I feel like I have enough tools to really deal with him, because you're pretty much towards the end of the game and he's not too difficult of a fight himself, I would say personally. Because Mitsuo is kind of annoying. This version of Mitsuo is apparently even more annoying than the one in Golden, so that'll be something to look forward to. And then let's see. There's the Naoto boss. Naoto boss might be kind of annoying because of the ailments, but not sure how that one will go. I guess it depends on like if they have weaknesses I can exploit or not with certain party members. Like if one of them has like a fire weakness, then Yukiko's gonna shred the boss pretty much at this once we get to him, because like Yukiko's magic stat is very good. She's a very good healer and damage dealer throughout the entirety of the game, at least in Golden. She's probably pretty solid here as well.
There are 2 enemies. Hang in there.
At some point,
That's it, Yosuke.
Kanji might start falling off because he's an all-arounder, but for now he's doing fine.
It got back up. Hurry and beat it.
I'm trying to think of like who we're gonna swap out for Kanji, right? But I'm not sure yet.
That was cool, Yosuke. Yuki-chan's in danger. Help, someone. Yuki-chan's health is too low. Fix it. Good work, Sensei. That's 1 so far.
I've had it with you.
Yeah, I personally don't think that the delivery guy driver's boss fight is too difficult. Honestly, they're more difficult mid-boss fights than that one.
Hey, I'm pretty tired.
The mid-boss fight for the Magatsu Inaba is pretty difficult, for example. That tower guy who is like resistant to pretty much everything. Ooh. You guys think we're gonna get into triple digits in terms of deaths? Probably not. It'd have to be something like DMC 5 or something. I think DMC 5 might get into triple digits of deaths, because like it takes a lot longer to die and try again here. Whereas in DMC 5 I can just like throw myself at a boss like multiple times pretty easily. I mean, even DMC 3 barely got up to triple digits, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to think about that. I was trying to think about that the other day. I don't know about Naoto. I'm guessing that Naoto is fairly weak in this game, considering that they buffed her a lot in Golden.
There's 4 enemies.
Dang. Prioritize.
Persona. You hit its weakness. Smart move, Sensei. Go, Sensei.
You're doing well.
I think that Kanji is going to be pretty useful, honestly. Kanji or Chie is going to be very useful, just because, if nothing else, they have physical attacks, which I can't get on Pixie.
4 enemies left.
Probably Kanji, honestly. Kanji's probably going to be pretty good,
Move, Chie-chan.
right?
That's 2.
Yukiko is probably going to be good for most of the game. Like I said, she's a really good healer in this and everything, and she hits pretty hard with her fire attacks.
It got back up. Counting on you.
So that leaves us one spot open, right? So Teddy might be good, actually. That's the other person that might actually be pretty good, is because
2 enemies left.
Teddy will probably be useful because he has buffing and debuffing skills, which are going to be hard to get on Pixie, and we won't have too many other ways of getting access to them outside of like items and stuff. So I think, yeah, so Teddy, Kanji, and Yukiko, I think, are probably going to be like
Found an enemy.
our MVPs for the run, but I could see ourselves like swapping in like Chie or Naoto in certain situations. Although I have to look at Naoto's kit again. I haven't looked at her original kit and like what she all gets and everything. Hey, level 16 for Pixie at least. And level 23 for Kanohana Saki. Alright, I think that's plenty good for now. We're pretty much depleted. I could get a refresh at the Fox, but like I said, we need money. And the Fox wants money, so I think we're just gonna head back up and teleport back down to the entrance. Call it good for now. And then we'll go sell all of our junk, get ourselves situated, run back up. We could run through Yukiko's dungeon today a minute as well, and like try that boss fight and grab any chests on our way up. I think we'll do that, yeah. Yeah, we're about halfway done with everything I want to get done today, so a little over that. Probably won't take as long to run through Yukiko's dungeon and sell all of our junk and stuff. Alright. I think that's pretty good for now. Yeah. I hope it's good. Really, I do. I hope it's good. So. Yes, go back home. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking for like long-term strategy for the team. So I should probably start hanging out with Yukiko and Kanji when I get the opportunity to.
Welcome home.
Or at least once I'm done hanging out with Yosuke. Because we'll probably start swapping him out here pretty soon. Because either Chie or Yosuke are gonna get swapped out for Kanji probably. All right, I gotta go use the bathroom. I will be right back. Back. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I guess I could look at some people's like tier list rankings of some of the original party members to like kind of see if what are the general opinions on them. I always love the like little face drawn on the what's that called? TV, like TV stand, I guess. Little smiley face drawn on there. Wonder if Nanako drew that when she was younger. Okay. What's the weather like? Sorry, Nanako. I just need to check real quick. Okay. We should go on a rainy day to the dungeon at some point to get like rare drops from shadows and stuff, but one thing at a time. Okay. Yeah, we can't work on anything because we're exhausted. Just got to go to bed. All right, fair enough. Okay. So let's see. What do we got to do? What are we doing for the fox right now? Is there a quest that I need to progress for the fox? Yes, meat gum lady. So I need to talk to Chie. Chie is on the roof usually. Did I talk to meat gum? Maybe we should watch each party member whole skill list. Yeah, I'll look at that at some point, like I said. The only one I really have to double check though is Naoto, because she changes a lot from this game to Golden. Oh, I have to talk to that lady on the roof as well, or that girl on the roof, I guess. I think I gotta ask her the last question. That other dude should be asking her, not me. Anyway. But I think Meat Gum is the quest we're on, right? Let's see, it's a Friday, so I probably already grabbed all the drinks from the vending machine already before we went into the dungeon, and then... Right, quests are down here. Yeah. I talked to her already, right? I should have. Well, we gotta go over there anyway. Going to town. Let's see, is there anything else I need to do a minute? When's the next book? On the 1st. I think there is a missable book on the 25th, though. For hanging out with Strength. When they call up. So, gotta keep that in mind. Yeah, I already bought everything there. Here's the Dara Metal Works, right? No, that's the tofu store, my bad. That's the Risei Tofu store. I don't know why I got that mixed up with the literal blacksmith's place, but alright. Alright, I haven't seen Kanji from the textile store lately. That boy, it may see that he's up to no good. I can tell you he's an extremely bold young man under that. All of a sudden he decided to settle with those biker gangs, and he took one of my good shields. Used it in a fight against children. It's an insult to my art. Oh, that's funny. I guess I didn't think about it, but I guess Kanji did use a shield before too. He just grabbed one from the Dara Metalworks. Huh. I wonder why Kanji chose a shield of all things. I wonder if there's any... I don't know if I've ever heard any lore behind why he chose the shield as his weapon. Not even in, like, some of the spin-off games and stuff. Huh. Oh, I should sell my junk first. Yeah. Okay. Now that everything's been unlocked, let's go ahead and check what we have versus what we have on. So we have on that basic piece of armor. This gives us +2 endurance, which honestly might be kind of useful. And it costs a little bit less. Well, what is Yukiko wearing? Because whatever she's wearing, she's like taking too much damage. Yeah, so this is just a straight upgrade, pretty much. And then Chie. And then armor for the guys. I needed to pick one. Both are pretty good. This one's slightly less money. I think it makes sense for Yosuke to grab that one at least. And then for the MC, we'll grab the knife-proof coat. Let me sell any other armor that I'm not going to use. I think I can sell all of this, really. I should see if there's any quests I can turn in from drop items or something. I guess I didn't double check that we had enough drop items from Yukiko's dungeon or something for some of these quests or whatever. I could go turn in some of those at the school or whatever in a minute. Okay. Nope. Just was grinding out levels. Retreated for the moment to buy some new armor and stuff. Probably gonna beat Kanji tomorrow. Might try that boss that's in Yukiko's dungeon though. The king guy again. Let me go turn in some quests a minute and see if that gets us any more money or anything we can sell for money or something. How do you progress the Fox social link? I've just started running after that fisheye dude, but still haven't completed most quests I've taken from most random people. Don't even mention Fox. You need to do the quests that the Fox specifically gives you. So if I go here to system quest, this one here that the Fox gave us, quest number 13 is the second one. It's about a lady who wants to stop eating snacks as much. You have to talk to her, find her in the district, commercial district, talk to her. And she's like, man, if only I had some like disgusting snacks so I didn't want to taste snacks anymore. And then you can go to Chie and ask her for some meat gum and then give it to the lady, and that will complete the request. It doesn't take up any time to accept the request, but it does take up time to turn it in to the Fox, so just keep that in mind. But you can turn in the quest to the Fox on any day, even like Sundays or on rainy days or anything. So it's kind of nice for that. He's like always available pretty much, so. Okay. I think there was like one of these in that we had to turn it into 2. I don't know if I have the item for it or not, but we can at least try. Okay, so I don't have an angel statue. I think that's a drop from Yukiko's dungeon. We might pick that up before we wrap up today, if I remember. I think this dude wanted a demon statue. I don't know if I have that on. Yeah, I do. Okay, I have a demon statue at least. Yeah, okay. What do the T's do? I think those are SP restoring items, yes? Oh, cures poison for one ally. That's actually pretty decent. Yeah, I was gonna need to buy some of those that stuff anyway, because the next boss has poison for guys and rage for girls. Like, that's how it works out. And then I think the other one was in the practice building. Some dude wanted some Ritz wire. Here you go. Olympic tape. Okay. What does Olympic tape do? Okay. Raises party's hit and evasion rate. Let me see. What are some other quests that we maybe can do in a minute? Oh, right. There was the teacher. I think I have the thing for the teacher that's upstairs. She's like hiding out, like, not here, but in the other building. Next to the stairs. But yeah, it's not random side quests that rank up the Fox. It's the ones that he specifically gives you. So I think it's over here. Yes, here she is. Okay. Oh, nice. She gave me a reward since I did well on the exams. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen that mentioned anywhere, that if you do well on your exams, like, your teacher will give you a reward. I've never, ever, ever seen that mentioned on the wiki or anywhere. Huh. Okay. What did she give us? So she gave us pulsating stone. Oh, nice. Restores 100 SP to one ally. That's pretty useful. And then I can sell these two things when I get a chance. And then let me just double check my quests a minute. I wish angel statue, girl on the rooftop, the legendary Mori Ranmu Sochu. Oh right, I have to go to that one first dungeon, the Yosuke dungeon. And then desk refurbishing. I think, do I have a desk for like a new board for her? I think that's a drop from the kanji dungeon. Do I have that though? I don't know if I have that. No, I don't think I have that. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye on that. Maybe I'll try and farm one of those out when we go back in. I'll double check which quests we have still left, and we can grab some stuff from like the Yosuke dungeon and the Yukiko dungeon and stuff for quests. All right, so let's go buy some healing items a minute. Yeah. Yeah, the Fox Social Link can be kind of tricky to complete. Although I do like its structure overall. Rather than like hanging out with an animal who can't talk, you're doing quests that kind of like get you to learn more about the town and like the people who live there. I kind of like that. I wish there was a social link that made you learn more about the people who live in the town in 5 or something, or 3. It'd be kind of nice. Yeah, there's a lady here who wants the odd tasting snacks thing. Do you push yourself to play P4 until you really like it, or was it from the beginning? I think I've started getting it recently, just slightly, not even close to P3 or P5. For me personally, with P3, I played it the first couple of in-game months, was frustrated because I realized I had been messing up like the social link stuff, and so I did a bunch of research, and then I went back and played it. Although I played that first playthrough with a manual party control, even way back then, so maybe that was part of it on the second playthrough. But I think I enjoyed the combat quite a bit, partially probably because I had manual party control and I wasn't having to work against the AI, or try to make the AI work with me rather, but also just because I enjoy the setting and everything and the writing. For P4, I enjoy the setting quite a bit. It reminds me a bit more of where I live and like grew up, so I have that connection to it. Although I will say that, and like the combat in Golden, which is the first version I played, is pretty easy compared to 3, so I didn't have any real issues with that. And honestly, it was kind of fun min-maxing builds, finally having manual skill inheritance and everything, because, you know, the original 3 doesn't have that. And then for the story, I enjoyed it for the most part, for the story in 4. Sometimes it was a little bit slow, but, you know, on the whole, I enjoyed it for sure. Okay, so I need some med kits. Like 6 or so would be nice. Man, that's so expensive, but I gotta have it. I'll make some more money back in the dungeon, but man, I really need it. I mean, don't push yourself too hard to enjoy it, but yeah, personally, like I said, with the setting and everything, I relate to that a bit more. With the story, it was okay, slow in parts. With the gameplay, it was pretty much the same gameplay as 3, but quite a bit easier when I got over to Golden. Except for the manual skill inheritance, which was the first time I could really mess around with and like make some really optimized builds for things, so that was kind of nice. And then let's make, like, grab 3 more teas. I'll save the rest for now. The rest, I say, like 11k. It's barely anything, really, but I'll save it. I'll make some more money in a minute here when we run through the Yukiko dungeon and stuff. I haven't seen Kanji-chan from Tatsumi Textiles in a while. I wonder if he's not feeling well. I thought I saw him on TV a while ago, but maybe it was someone else. If you see him, could you tell him that I'm worried about him? It'd be nice if I could see that he was okay. Or playing P4 instead of P4 Golden. P4 Golden is just too easy for this kind of challenge run, I think. So there's Shuffle Time, which gives a bunch of bonus stats and like can upgrade skills on like Pixie, if I was just using Pixie, right? There's skill cards, which are pretty nice. There's all the additions and like reworks of the party members that make them a lot better. Rise is really broken in Golden. There's just a lot of things that make Golden a lot easier. And also it's a good excuse to play the original P4, which I haven't played before. I've only ever played Golden, so if I could make some sort of challenge where I play P4 Golden, but basically I think what it would be is like Pixie only, no party members, no social links. So like you don't get the buffs from like ranking up Rise or anything. But that would mean just like the whole playthrough would be go do dungeon, grind, come back, go to the cafe a couple times, go to the dungeon, grind, go to the cafe a couple of times, go to the dungeon, grind. Like, it would not be a very fun playthrough to like watch. Maybe you could like edit it down into a fun YouTube video, but like as a stream it wouldn't work, I don't think. Was that something related to you, like you like living in a big city or that setting? I live more in the countryside, so this like this setting of this game feels a bit more, like I said, where I kind of grew up and stuff. Things like the ambient noises of like crickets and like the hot summer heat and like the more smaller town vibe I relate to a lot more than something like a P3 or P5 setting of the big city. Although I enjoyed those locales too, but I do feel a certain affinity for P4's locale. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it looks in the P4 remake, if and when we get it here in the next year or so. But yeah, just a good excuse to play the original P4, and I thought it'd be too easy for Persona 4 Golden. Granted, I was thinking for some reason that they added skill cards in P4, in the vanilla P4. I didn't realize like how difficult it would be, but like so far it hasn't been too bad, to be honest. Like I feel like I got more frustrated and I had to grind for way longer with P5 so far. Like the first couple dungeons of P5 were harder than like the Yukiko dungeon still. We'll see how Kanji goes, but like, listen, I had to grind for like 4+ hours, I think, for both of the first bosses in P5, so. Pixie's weak to electricity. No, Pixie is weak to fire, which was annoying for Yukiko's boss fight being like the first major boss fight, but yeah. Do you think we have to wait for the remake until next year, not current? I don't know. I think it's probably going to come out this year, but you know, it's hard to really say. It might come out next year. They haven't technically announced anything really. The only way we know that it's coming is because, you know, they updated the trademark and they have that website, so who knows? But who knows what the timeline looks like, but it'll probably be in the next year or so. All right, I think I've got everything squared away. So let's head over to Junes and head back into the dungeon. Should I make a save? I should make a save. I think I made a save. So. Yeah, Pixie's weaknesses in this game are actually better than P5's. Because, you know, P5, she has that unblockable gun weakness, as well as like 2 other weaknesses. She did have 2 resistances, but like 2 weaknesses on top of the gun weakness was kind of annoying. But at least there we had manual skill inheritance. P5 is pretty easy, especially P5 Royal. We had skill cards, you know, we could max out our stats fairly easily. So, was I double checking? I don't remember. I think I'm in the wrong spot. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm supposed to be heading into the dungeon. But yeah, I think it would make a decent amount of sense if they release a P4 Golden like remake sometime this year, and then if the new P6 came out next year. All right, back in the TV, everybody.
Let's go.
Everybody in. Everybody back in the TV. Okay. So, let's see. Should I do some fusion in a minute? I probably have some fodder I can do some fusion with. Do I have fire resistance accessory? No. There's a fire dodge accessory and like an accessory that reduces the amount of damage fire does, but I haven't gotten like one that like covers the weakness yet, unfortunately. I did get the 2 dodge ones though, so I put one on Chie and one on the MC for that dungeon, for that Yukiko dungeon. I got through it eventually. Unfortunately, I couldn't get fire resist as Okabok doesn't get it inherently and needs to level up once or twice to get it, and I couldn't get any XP on him because we didn't have access to growth skills yet, so I had to kind of like just muddle through it. As far as Vati never level up, even in that whole time. She only needs a level... Oh my gosh, she needs 22 XP. Okay. So she'll get there eventually. But yeah, eventually we should hopefully be able to cover that weakness with accessories or something, but P6 is better than P4 RE. I will say that I'm probably looking forward more to P6 than P4 RE. We haven't seen anything about P6. But it'll be cool to have a new installment in the series finally after 10 plus years. But I will say I'm looking forward to seeing the visual update to P4RE, and I think P4RE will be better than than P3R was, just because it doesn't have like all the baggage of trying to be of it not being a definitive edition of like Persona 3 Portable and P3. Like, if they just take Persona 4 Golden, update the visuals, and like, I don't know, add in like the turn passing like they did in P3, I'll be pretty happy with that. I hope third Gs don't make a return, and they probably won't, considering part of the third G stuff was giving the MC like fusion skills or whatever as third Gs, but yeah, it is very trippy, isn't it? Actually, okay, so let me check something. I think we're gonna go run through Yukiko's dungeon before we head up to the Kanji dungeon again. So I need an angel statue, and I need to go get some Sochu. So let's go talk to Yosuke a minute before I forget. Yeah, this one's an interesting little quest, because it's like one of the only reasons you ever have to come back to this dungeon. I think it's really easy to forget that this is technically a dungeon that you can come back to. Is there a point to us being here? Not that I mind, but... Dude, let's get out of here. There's nothing else here, right? Oh, that's right. You can get a, I forget that you can get that weapon for Yosuke here, but there should be a bottle of Sochu here for that one quest, right? I think that's where this is from. Isn't it? I thought it was... Oh, here we go. Yep. Now we can give that to that one dude once we get back in the real world. For now. Okay, so let's head back then. Yeah. I don't know. I've thought that they might do replay, rebroadcast could be good. They could also go the golden route, re-gilded. Oh, you know what would be good is renewed. Oh, Persona 4 renewed would be good. Like renewed like a TV show or something. And like it's been away for a while and now it's coming back. P4 renewed would be pretty good. That'd be pretty good, yeah. Okay. So let's head over to Yukiko's castle a minute. We should grab all the chests, see if we can defeat that boss at the top. If not, that's fine. But it'd be fun to try again. Replay sounds good enough. Simple enough. Yeah. Well, I like Renew a bit more. I think I like Renew a bit more just because it fits more into the like whole TV like vibe going on. But yeah, we'll see. I guess when it comes out, right? Or when we at least once we get the actual like title announcement. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do more DLC for P3R, or we haven't heard anything about DLC for Metaphor. Like not even like some more like outfit packs or some music or whatever for Metaphor, given how popular it was. I mean, they kind of doubled out on P3R and like gave that some more DLC when they saw how well it was doing. So I'm surprised they didn't do the same thing for Metaphor. Can you not try and get Null Fire for Pixie? There are no cards in this game, if that's what you're asking. This is for the original version of P4. There are no skill cards, but getting Null Fire is possible. It's just I would have to pass it down through the random skill inheritance system. So I basically have to roll. I have to basically go gambling if I want to get any specific skill on Pixie, right? Because I have to gamble it all the way down to either Jack Frost or Ouroboros, since the combination of those two is the only fusion recipe for Pixie in the game. It's the combination of Ouroboros and Jack Frost. But actually, yeah, we can get Null Fire. There's actually a pretty good line for that. So we're almost to the level where we can make King Frost. King Frost gets Null Fire eventually, and then we can fuse that down onto like Jack Frost or something. The weapon you get for Yosuke is probably the best until you confront the Reaper. That seems unlikely. The skill spanner? Oh, it is 40 SP. Ooh, yeah, actually, you might be right on that. I probably won't swap to it right now because it won't do anything really for us. Because we're in the dungeon, so getting more max SP now doesn't really do anything for us. But yeah, that is actually pretty good. You're right. 40 plus SP for Yosuke. Although Yosuke is probably going to get swapped out for the most part once Kanji is on the team, to be fair. Okay, so let me see. Hold on, I gotta look and see where we get which enemy drops the heaven or the angel statue. Persona 4 quests. Nope, not IGN. Let's see, this is quest number 3. Drop by Avenger Knight in Yukiko's castle on the 6th or 7th floor. Okay. And then, is there anything else? That's the Sochu, desk refurbishing. Oh, that's a laughing table on the 6th or 7th floor. So there's... Okay, so we got to get up to the 6th or 7th floor of Yukiko's castle. Okay. I would like a little change for the history in P4RE. What history specifically do you mean? All right, we're going to run through and grab all the free chests here. I say free because like we can pretty much auto our way through this dungeon at this point. So grabbing the red chest around here is pretty useful. Or we can just ignore the enemies. Yeah, grabbing extra things like life stones, extra SP restoring items, some of the mirrors sometimes you can find in here. Just good to do. No chest. Plus we can kind of speed through it since we don't need to do most of the fights, and we can we're just scanning for chests and stuff, so. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly what you mean for like the history for a P5RE.
There's only one enemy. Go for a first strike.
Come on, loading screen. That loading screen took like longer than the actual battle. But you need to get the special ability to get experience without the fight for King Frost. Yeah, I need to get growth 1 or 2 on King Frost. I have growth 1 now. I just had to level up the Sun Social Link to get Q Sith to get growth 1, because nothing has growth 1 or growth 2 inherently. So I had to level up the Sun Social Link, which is the banned one, at least once. And then that way, when I make Q Sith, he got growth 1, and I started to be able to pass it around. But yeah. Also, like, working on Yosuke's social link is going to help with that, because King Frost is magician, I believe, just like Jack Frost. So he's already a rank 7, so we should be able to make that. Like, when we make that, he should get a decent amount of XP from that. So that'll help as well, but you're right. For example, I've had Sarasvati here. I was gonna get Invigorate 2 on her, but like it's literally taken the entire time that like everybody went from like level 20 to like level 24 for her to get close to leveling up again to get Invigorate 2. She's almost there now, but yeah. Growth 1 is fairly inefficient and XP curves are pretty high. So getting growth 2 at some point would be nice, but that's not until like, excuse me, level 30 or so. Yeah, we don't get growth 2 until like level 30 or whatever. And I think growth 3 is in like the 50s, so. But we'll get there eventually. Honestly, more than anything, I'm just gonna have to be very careful in planning out like when to remake Pixie. Because every time I make Pixie with new skills, her level gets pretty much reset. Except for the bonus levels from the Magician Social Link. But that'll only take her to a max of like level 7 to start, so. Yeah, I have growth 1 already. Yeah, growth 1, the earliest you can get it is from a level 11 Sun persona called Q Sith. It's like the green wind spirit dog kind of thing. That persona. Yeah, I'm still using, I think, the default golf club on the MC, because Pixie, there's no real point in like investing in my weapon on the MC. I'd rather invest it in like better armor or like a better weapon for like somebody who actually hits physically, because money's been kind of tight lately. So because Pixie's doesn't have a huge like doesn't have a high strength stat anyway, so. I probably should upgrade it eventually, or if I like find a good weapon. Like if I find a weapon like that for the MC that gives like plus 40 SP to the MC, it'd be so good. But yeah, never understood the change of shadows between P4 and P4 Golden. Do you mean like the floating ones? I think the reason why they removed the floating shadows in P4 Golden is because they're pretty annoying, honestly, here in P4. Like the hitboxes aren't super clear and everything on where they need to be. or like where you need to hit them, or if you hit them in the back properly or not. It's very hard to tell. They're very annoying to actually deal with. I think they were a good attempt, but I don't know if it worked super well. That's right, I forgot red shadows always aggro on you, even if you're like over leveled or whatever. I think most shadows honestly still do. I think I've just been doing a good job of avoiding them for the most part. I guess because we also reset the kanji dungeon, we could go through Kanji's dungeon and grab all the chests there as well. I have to remember on the 6th and 7th floor, I actually do have to kill some enemies though for those 2 quests that for the drop items. I need like the drop item from one of the knights, the heaven statue, and the angel statue, and I need the desk thing from like one of the tables. So I don't need them, but it'd be good to grab them while we're here. Okay, nothing. Okay. Yeah, I really do wonder what that CR like fuzzy effect would look on an actual CRTV. So, do I have Talu go? Sorry, I'm not sure. Do you mean to go home? An item to get out of here quickly, or? I like how there's different like sound effects for stepping on the carpet versus stepping on the tile. I don't know, a bit of a weird call out, but just appreciating things after spending like probably tens of hours in this dungeon, that they bothered to have 2 different sound effects for walking around. Yeah, the go home. Yeah, I have one of those. I should have bought more honestly, but like our money is like super tight right now. And I had to buy healing items for the kanji fight instead. I didn't need to, but I probably need to actually. Because Yukiko's healing doesn't do as much as I'd like, so. Because she only heals for 50 for the whole party each. With Medea right now, whereas we can buy those med kits which heal for 100 per person. Playing hard? I'm playing hard, yeah. I think it's the hardest difficulty the game has. It's at least the one that like makes the affinities of enemies harder. So for example, the beetles in the first dungeon here reflect physical and stuff. And there's like a bunch of other enemies that have like much better resistances than they do in the normal and easy difficulty. I don't think there's like a very hard difficulty for this version, because instead of like changing, well, I think they did change like some of the stat stuff on the back end, but like they also changed like the resistances and stuff. Very hard was added in P4 Golden, although I would say that probably hard in this game is probably harder than P4 Golden's very hard difficulty, just because you can get a lot more power in P4 Golden. And besides just changing like stats to be like values for like you to do less damage and take more damage, like in P4 Golden, you also like have the extra resistances here.
Go get him!
Yeah, like see this guy drains ice in the first dungeon.
Please come again.
It feels like you're kind of like going up against enemies with the resistances that you would see in like the Oh, come to think of it, I should actually be fighting enemies here, because the enemies I need to fight can spawn either on this level or the next one. It feels like the enemies you're fighting are like from a mid-tier dungeon instead of like the first dungeon of the game. At least I really felt that when playing through Yukiko's dungeon. It wasn't actually as bad in Kanji's dungeon.
Light will work on it. This'll be over fast. Counting on you. One enemy. Fight, fight, fight.
Someone finish it off! Persona! Please come again.
Well, good thing I was already out of water anyway. Just knocked over my cup. Nice, there's the angel statue at least. So now we don't have to worry about that. Oh, good, Invigorate too, which I'm never going to be able to use. Because getting onto Pixie would be a nightmare. But whatever, one thing at a time. Okay. For now... let's see if we can find one of those tables. There's one of the tables. See if we get the yeah, see, it nulls like this guy nulls physical, ice, electricity, and I think fire. He also nulls fire if I remember correctly. Like the only way to deal with him is wind. It's nuts. Like especially on playing through on the first go around. Like now it's fairly easy, right? Because I just kill it, but yeah. Okay, that's both the drop items for the quest. So cool. Let's just double check for chests over this way, and then we'll keep going through. We're almost done checking for chests here, so. Probably not worth. Okay. Although I will say one thing that isn't in this version of the game with hard, that isn't very hard, is it doesn't feel like bosses have ridiculously large health bars like they do in very hard for P4. I think the health bars in P4 Golden are too large. Like just straight up, like they take like way too long. The fights take like way too long. I think you could like ratchet down the health bars and it would be a better game for it on the bosses. That's why usually when I play Persona 4 Golden, I'll change it to take extra damage for the player and like keep the damage that I deal the same, because otherwise I find boss fights to take way too long. It's not like they're more difficult, they just take longer because they just have more health. It's not like they're any harder that way. But I guess you could say about a lot of like games and how they do difficulty, where like they'll just like up the amount of health enemies have or like decrease the amount of damage you do, and it just feels kind of bad. In that sense, this has a more interesting difficulty for hard, because it actually changes like, you know, the resistances of enemies and stuff, instead of just like moving up and down a slider. Although it does do a little bit of that too. I think it does have like less damage for the player and more damage for enemies. In P4 you don't have a no, you don't. No. You have to walk over. That was one of the quality of life things that Golden added. Golden added a lot, honestly, and it's only by playing the original that I appreciate how much Golden added. I think Golden is a bit too easy, but I do appreciate a lot of the quality of life stuff and like a lot of the other stuff that they added, like things to do at nighttime and like various different things. So, all right. More places to go, more things to do in P4 Golden. This P4 Golden added quite a bit. Also made the game a lot easier, but you know. Did you do the alternative battle in Yukiko Castle? Not yet. Let's try it a minute. I tried it before, but we died. I think I have a decent amount of like physical mirrors now, and I have physical resist on Pixie, so might as well try it again here a minute, and we'll see how it goes. Let me just double check that this guy doesn't have any weaknesses, right? I don't think he does, but like, let me see if he like resists anything. So that way I'm not using it. And I made a save there, so if it doesn't work out, whatever, right? Just add one more to the death counter, I suppose. So here he drains fire, okay. And he nulls wind and light and dark. And he's strong against Almighty, okay. So physical, ice, or electric. Physical, ice, or electric, okay.
There's one enemy. Smash it. Counting on you.
Nice.
Yay!
That's a good start.
Let's go, partner.
Sure,
Good
we'll get him some free damage. I could dizzy him maybe, but I don't know if I could actually. Red wall. Okay, that's fine. Not sure why he has that when he absorbs fire. It might be a way of tricking the player to try and to use fire on him, honestly. Like, that's the only reason I could see him having that, because he drains fire innately. So I really don't know why he would need that. So, let's see, Zeo. Decent amount of damage there.
Fight, fight, fight.
Assault dive.
Couldn't quite beat it.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's been very useful in the first couple of dungeons here. He's a good all-arounder. The only thing is he kind of falls off in the late game because, in the mid to late game, because he's an all-rounder. So there are people who can do things, anything he can do, there's somebody who can do it better usually. He might be a bit more useful here because I can't just like make a wind persona or something. So if there's like a boss that's weak to wind or I need him for that, he could be useful for that. Or he has like Takaja and stuff, right? So that'll be useful against the next boss where the nice guy can use Heat Riser. So I can use the Kaja on Yosuke to like get rid of that, so. Was I miss, did you miss much? No, I don't think you missed much. I don't know when you left, but mostly we've been like, I've been working on getting through Yukiko's castle again a minute, grabbing all the chests. Trying out, we're just trying the extra boss here a minute.
That's some thick skin.
Only 2 damage. That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Persona.
Nice.
Whoa, Chi.
And Dizzy too.
Here's our chance. Okay.
Way to go, Chia. We'll take some free damage here. Oh, that got him knocked up from his Dizzy. You know what? I'm gonna hold on to a couple of those mirrors if I can. Because you know who could really use them is, we could really use them against the next boss, so I'm gonna try and keep a couple of those physical mirrors if I can. So far the boss fight seems to be going pretty well. I have a mirror set up on Yukiko and the MC, so I think the other two can kind of tank it if they need to. We'll see though.
Persona. That's it, Yosuke. Let's go, partner. Good answer. Ready or not, here we come.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, I think I'll save the other two mirrors for now then. They'll be useful for the next boss, so once we get rid of Tough Guy. Because Tough Guy absorbs physical, so even if we reflect it back at him, he'll just absorb it, so. But we could use it like when tough guy is down, or when it's just Shadow Yost or Shadow Kanji left. Nice. This is not that bad. Maybe I didn't need to use the mirrors, but pretty happy with how this fight went. Very good, very good.
Next in line for a stomping.
Nice. Courage increased. Yeah, because we beat the extra boss there. Good amount of money and XP as well. Something's on the floor. Suzaku Feather 1. Okay. And I think that should be a pretty good weapon for... Yeah. Plus 50 SP. Very nice, very nice. Yeah. That's great. Yukiko will be using that for a while. Sadly, we won't get the benefits of it unless we go to the Fox a minute, but we could do that, actually. If we want to do that before we take on the Kanji boss fight. They randomly can be found in red chests. Funnily enough, I think that Yukiko's castle is actually the easiest place to find them, because all the other castles past this, or sorry, all the dungeons past this, add more and more things to the red chest drop table. But yeah. Yes, Pixie only. I think we're good here, so I guess let's go over the Kanji dungeon a minute. I think I got everything I need from there for now. The one thing I'm wondering is if we should refill at the Fox a minute before we go against Shadow Kanji tomorrow. How are we doing on time? It's almost been 3 hours. I gotta go hear something pretty quick, but I think we're almost done. I just got to get back to the top of Kanji's dungeon, and then we'll call it a day and do the boss fight tomorrow morning. So let me see. Let me start straight from... Yeah, it will. Okay. Then I guess what we could do... could change Yosuke's weapon to the skill spanner, and then we can go get a refill at the Fox, probably. Go top off our SP. See how much it is. Honestly, we probably wouldn't run out of SP with this amount for the Shadow Kanji fight, but... Oh, 12k for just that amount? No. Right, I forgot. I really need to rank up your social link, don't I, dude? My bad. All right. I'm kind of wondering if we should go and like grab some more golden chests from Shadow, from this dungeon, but we could always hold on to the keys for future dungeons too. There's nothing saying that we have to use them here. Okay. Love the slowdown on saving. All right. Don't give me too much credit. I beat Yukiko, Shadow Yukiko, which wasn't bad. Since, you know, well, it was bad, but like, it was not a bad accomplishment because she has fire and Pixie's weak to fire in this game. But yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle. As you can see, we've already had 14 deaths just trying to get to Shadow Kanji and getting through the Yukiko dungeon, but we'll see how it goes. We still got plenty more time to die a bunch.
There are 3 enemies. You can win this. Do you?
Okay. I don't want to use up too much MP here.
Do this,
We can use up... HP for physical skills, but
Enemy down.
probably see if we can finish that off in a minute. Yeah.
Yosuke,
Pounded an enemy.
Don't give up, Yosuke.
It'll be nice once we have Risei so I can stop listening to Petty's voice lines.
Chie-chan, that was
Yes.
Chie-chan's down. This isn't good.
Don't worry, I saved like right next to the boss door, so if we die here, I'll just
Mind your health,
reload.
okay?
Rampage. Man, I just wanted the one chest, man. Oh well.
Damn it. Who do they think they are? Everyone's health is way too low. Yosuke pounded an enemy. Yuki-chan's hurt. Hurry
You know
and
what? It
heal
might
her.
not be worth the chest. I might just reload the
Yosuke
save,
barely
honestly.
has any health.
I don't know. Unless somebody levels up here, it's probably not worth, honestly. Well, we can always see what's in the chest first, right?
How's that?
Alright, let's see if what's in the chest. If it's like a physical mirror or something, fine. But otherwise, I'll just reload and save ourselves the SP. Rabbit foot? Is it like +1 luck or something? Luck by 2. Alright, I'm just gonna reload. You know what? I'm gonna just call it a day there. You know what? I think that's fine, yeah. Sorry, I know you just got here, Irene. But, I'll be back again in, like, I don't know, tomorrow morning, so. Here, I'll go ahead and set the next stream public a minute. But yeah, tomorrow we'll go ahead and fight Shadow Kanji. Hopefully we'll win. We'll see how it goes, but you know, I think I've made enough preparations at this point that I'll probably be able to win after a couple attempts. I hope so. The wiki says it's going to be one of the more difficult boss fights, so we'll see how it goes. But I have made some plans, so we'll see if the plans survive contact with the enemy.
Let's do this, Jiraiya.
Oh, that's not right. You can't use Izanagi in this game.
Look out.
Here I go. Steady.
We still haven't seen Galactic Punt or Phantom Assault yet. That'll be funny. I think some of the physical skills were actually nerfed in Golden with the rainy day stuff. So maybe I'll have to look into that. Gosh, it's so funny how like compressed the FMV like recording is compared to like running it at like 4x internal resolution.
Hang in there.
Ba-da-ba-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-da-ba-da-da, da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, ba-ba-ba-ba-da-dum.
That was easy.
All right. I think that's enough for today. I think that's enough for today. I gotta go eat something. It's like getting close to dinner time over here. But yeah, sorry, Irene, I know you just got here, but yeah, it's been almost 3 hours, so I gotta go eat some dinner, and then I'll be back again tomorrow morning for actually fighting Shadow Kanji. So the opening is much better than P4 Golden. I would agree overall. Like graphically and like animation quality wise, I would say that Golden's is obviously better. But I mean, that's not much of a competition when, you know, the original's on the PS2. But I mean, PS2 was great for its time. Don't get me wrong. But like, you know, it is what it is. But what was I saying? But I will say I like the original opening a bit better. I think both P3 Fez and P4 Golden have this problem where their openings focus too much on the new content. So P3 Fez has like a bunch of stuff like with the answer and everything and like all the party members fighting and stuff. and Golden has like, you know, all of them in like ski outfits and stuff for like a giant portion of it, and like it's like way more abstract and everything. So, although not that like P4's original opening isn't abstract either, but yeah. Alrighty, I will see you guys later then. I hope you're all having a good week. It's the weekend pretty much. If not yet for you guys, I hope it is soon. I hope you guys are all having a good one. I will talk to you tomorrow, hopefully. But in case I don't see you, hope you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Say Irene, Jason, Cole Strand von Kuba. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna try and pronounce that. Jeppo, Moondragon, Nash, Christian, anybody else lurking, Lorenzo, Alex, anybody else lurking or watching back on the VOD. I hope you're all having a good one. See you later.